Guys, welcome back. So I'm on my front porch today and I'm going to be planting up some pots here in the front that I have here. It's time to take these bunnies down way past Easter, but I'm just barely getting around to it now. But I want to put a few flowers on my front porch. After I do that and I clean up a little bit, we're going to go out back and pot some flowers in some pots back there that I have catching the drip from underneath my petunia hanging basket. So lots of pots today. It should be fun. I think this is the last planting project that I have, so it should be really good. Let me show you what I've got. My boxwood topiary got a little crispy up here. I've been out of town a few times, and so I wasn't here to water, and yeah, anyway. Hopefully he'll recover, we'll see. But like I said, I pulled out the tulip bulbs out of here and the daffodils, and it's just been kind of sitting here like this for probably a couple weeks. So I'm going to move these and plant some flowers in those. I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I might even pop a little flower in that one too. I didn't really buy anything for that, so we'll see how that works out. Maybe I'll have to do that later. And then I have a little planter here. I have a porch that isn't symmetrical. Like, I wish it was the same on both sides, but that's just not how our house fit on our lot. And so I just do one out here closer to the front, and then this one set back, and then I like to balance it with one over there. And I think that works out pretty good. So I have these drip catchers under here that I got at Lowe's actually, and I'll try to link them if I can. They're nice and thick. I want to go get one more because I only have two and add it to the one over there. But yeah, it's really nice. I just sometimes hate having pots on here because they're messy and they can leave stain spots. You can kind of see where I've had one here previously, but I'm going to try to be a little careful. And then another problem that you get is the water in them gets kind of gross looking, but it's fine. It's fine. I always just want flowers on here, so I'll just have to deal with that. I do want to put a drip line to these eventually. I already have it run back here. I just need to like hook it up to my sprinkler, and I have a little timer, but I'm not going to do that today. I'll do that a different day, right before I go out of town again. But it goes back through here. I need to kind of tuck it in. It can be tucked in there nicely, and then it goes back around here, and then I have one here, and then I run it kind of under this little lip right here, and then it comes here. So that's really nice. I've really enjoyed having that. I didn't use it at all last year, I don't think, because I just didn't want to deal with it. But this year I really want to. So let me show you what plants I have that I'm going to put in these. I'm going to keep it pretty simple and kind of keep on the theme with this purpley blue and mostly pink and white. Although I didn't intend to do that white, the pansies are just still here, but I'm gonna leave them until they die. I think they're doing great, and I'm starting to get a little bit of color in my petunias, so that's exciting. My angelonia is not quite blooming yet. Oh yeah, duh, the angelonia are white. Anyway, it's pretty much a pink and white base, and then I have some perennials that bloom on and off that have this purpley blue. So what I have pretty much goes along with that. I'm keeping it pretty simple and sticking to like 3 colors out front. So let's get those out. So here's what I have. I'm really excited about it, actually. I'm all out of biotone, but that's okay. I'm just going to use this, sorry, Piper, in my pots. Sprinkle that in like I always do. You getting cozy, Piper? You know we're going to be here for a while, huh? And then in the back, I wanted to put this salvia. So this is the Unplugged So Blue Salvia Annual, and it's full to part sun, which is actually really good for this area because it only gets sun in the late afternoon, and then it just has kind of this bright light the rest of the day. And so I think that will be perfect. And I think towards the end of the summer I get more sun on this end, or maybe it's the spring. I can never remember. I need to really pay attention to that because the sun moves. And anyway, one season I get more sun over here and the other season I don't. So I'll focus on paying attention to that. And then I thought it might be pretty to have this kind of in between these, this Truffula Pink Gomphrena. I love the Monrovia Gomphrena, but I think this color pink, that the other one's, the Monrovia one's more dark purple, and it's a little more dense in its habit. And this one's a little more airy, and it's this kind of pink that I have going on out the front. And so I thought that would be pretty kind of intermixed between this salvia, and that will bring out some of the pink that I have going on. And then I love this Mini Vista White. I'm just really, really, really loving this. I have this in my backyard backyard. It's doing well. I love that it's a little smaller, a little more dense. And so I definitely wanted to throw it in here as well. And that'll give us that nice, bright, crisp white that I'm going for. And then I just wanted just a little something to trail and hang. And so this is the Snowstorm Giant Snowflake Cordata. I love this. I have it in a lot of pots and I like that it's just white. And then I really wanted this Mizu. I just love this. It works really well in all sun conditions, and I'm just trying it out a few more places in my yard. So I will plant that probably on this side, trailing down, and it does have these kind of pinkish red blooms that just appear here and there, and they're just really small, and I think that will be so pretty, and that will add just a little bit of variegation, a little bit of brightness to it. But overall, it's going to be kind of a light and airy look with a little bit of density here with this mini Vista white. So I think that'll be cute. And hopefully I won't get sick of these trays getting all gross and watery. I don't know. That's just what you have to deal with. It's just part of it. And I do like that these rabbits are here in front, so you can't really see that. So maybe I'll try to put something in front of it. We're going to move these for now, for sure. I'm done with the bunnies. And then over there in that little pot, I was going to put 2 mini Vista in here, but I think I'll put that one in there, and that will just balance it out a little bit more in that spot. And then let me show you what I'm putting in the other pot. Pretty much the same thing. So the same thing as the other one. Just minus the gomphrena, because I didn't want to stick all that in there. Sorry, it's really loud with the jet, but we're just going to keep moving. A lot of time crunch here. So yeah, that'll be really pretty. Let's start planting. Got those done. They needed a little bit more soil, and the only bag I have left is a small bag of seed starter soil. So that's what I put in there. It's really kind of foamy and gets everywhere. It's really light, but it'll do for now. I do think I need to go grab 1 bag of potting soil for the back. We'll see how it is. And if we need to add more, I'll go get some. But I think these are going to be really cute. Hopefully they'll be successful. I'm going to try really hard not to overwater them so they make a big mess down here. But also it's nice having those trays, knowing that I won't make a big mess as long as it doesn't like spill over. Cute. Love the salvia so much. These are going to get pretty big, which I want. I wanted something a little bit taller. I was going to put in Sweet Romance lavender, but I decided I just wanted to do the annual ones to see how they do. But I just think a big pot of lavender would be really pretty in here too. But I ultimately had those in my cart, and then I saw these and I thought I'm going to try these and see how they do. But I think it'll be a pretty combination, especially with the pink gomphrena. And yeah, you can see that the seed starting soil is really, I don't know, it's just kind of foamy, but I probably should have gotten it a little wet before I used it. But look how cute. I love that. Just a little hint of pink to kind of balance the pink that we have going on in the front. And then I plopped that little Super Tunia Mini Vista white here, and I just love that pure white. It's so pretty. Cute. And I got everything blown off. I made kind of a mess. I usually like to bring them down and carry them back up, but I just didn't want to do that today, and it worked out just fine. So I think it'll be great. Okay, let's go in the backyard and work on a few things back there. Okay, so in our backyard, off this back deck, back porch, we have these planters that I potted up, and they're starting to bloom, and they're really, really beautiful. But every time I look out here, I had some different salvia in here, and then I switched it to the white angelonia, and I think I like that better. I just think they'll be prettier with the white. And then every time I look at it, this red is just, it's just out of place for me with everything I have going on out here. I just haven't loved it, and I want to take it out. And it's kind of sad because it's doing so well. It's so beautiful, but there's so many flowers in here too that I felt like it needed a little bit of foliage that would kind of hang down, and what I got is gonna trail pretty good. But anyway, I can't do the red. I love that it's a pinky red, and I love that it's mixing in. You guys, I feel kind of bad now. I'm second guessing myself. Yeah, no, I gotta go with my gut and what I like and don't like. And then I thought about putting something orange in here, and I think that would be pretty. But then I saw the Mizu, and it has these kind of pinky red flowers, and I thought it does need some kind of variegation in there. So I'm taking this out. Maybe I'll put it somewhere. I don't know. I hate to get rid of it, but I'm gonna put this in, and I think I'll be a little bit happier. So I'm gonna switch both those out right now. So I already feel better about my decision, although it was kind of hard pulling that out. And I'm just gonna get rid of them because all the roots got pulled out. It's fine, it's fine. I'll be much happier when I look out here. I just kept looking at it going, I don't really love it, and I wanna love it. Okay, much better, and I think that will trail out. You can see a little bit better in here, and just add a little bit of a trailing effect to this, which it definitely needed. And so I think that's going to be much, much better. Okay, one last project we're doing up here on the deck. So back here on our back deck, we have these hanging baskets. I have 3 of them. In them, there is Super Tunia Bubblegum, Super Tunia Jazzberry, and Super Tunia Silverberry. They did get hit with bugs. I think they have aphids on them. I'm not exactly sure what it is that's on them, like little tiny white dashes. But anyway, I need to spray them again. I sprayed them before I went out of town with Captain Jack's, and then I'm going to spray them again now. It appears they still kind of have the issue. So for the past 3 years, I've had this setup, and it's been really nice. So I have my hanging baskets here, and I did not want this floor to get ruined or wet constantly or dripped on or gross. And so I decided to underplant them with pots, and then whatever water was left over and dripped down from these would water these. And so there's no drip lines or anything to these ones. They're just on their own. They just get the water that comes from these pots. So that's really nice, and it's worked out well. I could see when I was out of town though that this one got too much water, and see how there's lots of water here in the base. Didn't overflow though, which is good. And then yeah, see, here's the bugs. What are these? Are these some kind of aphids? I don't know. I need to look those up. I think they are just like aphids. So annoying. I'm so sick of the bugs. Oh, see, these are just everywhere. This one really got hit, and then it didn't get watered well. So I need to take this one down and spray it. So I'll do that tonight. But what I'm going to do right now is pot up these, and I'm going to put new trays underneath them. I got some thicker, hardier ones at Home Depot, and I'm just going to clean everything out. I was going to keep this dusty Miller in here, but I've had it in here for a while, and while it looks good in some, that one, it's totally gone. But it's just time to refresh these. I was just going to do dusty Miller and plain like white, not to take any color away from these, but I decided to do a mix of what I kind of did in the front. So I'm doing some annual salvia, and actually a really pretty dianthus, and I'll show you what all I have when I get down there. But I'm going to move these down and do it right here. We're going to mow tonight, so I'll make my mess down there and then we'll just mow up any mess, and then I'm going to refill them with fresh soil. I don't have any biotone like I mentioned, but that's okay. I'm going to put in that fertilizer, and then we'll get everything planted. But let me take you down there before we get started, and I'll show you what I'm going to put in them. I feel like I just planted these pots up, but that was like 3 months ago in spring, and now we're getting into summer. But aren't they so pretty together? I just think this is going to go really well with what I have going on down here. I have the salvia with the white and some dusty Miller, and then I have some pinks down here too. So I think that will look really pretty. So I have just an annual salvia. This is one I got from Home Depot. It's just, yeah, 10 to 12 inches high. And then I really like this dianthus, and this says it blooms spring to fall, so I think it's going to be long blooming, and I like the grassy texture. Some dianthus I don't love. I get kind of tired of them. But this is fresh and new, and I think it'll be really pretty. So I'll put one of each of those in one, and then each one will have a Super Tunia Mini Vista. I just really love that clean white, as you can tell. It's really what I'm using a lot of this year. And then some fresh Dusty Miller, just to bring a little bit of coolness to it. And isn't that so pretty? I feel like these colors are all cool tones, so they look really nice together. So let's get those potted up now. So these are the really sturdy trays I got. They're a little bigger. I wish I had some a little smaller, but the ones they had were too small. So I'll put one under each one. You can see, I mean, there has been a little bit of water, but not like it would be if I didn't have these. I'll swap this one out. Okay, hopefully you guys can see it's a little darker back here now, but they're all planted up. I think that's gonna be so pretty. Love that combination, love it with what I have going on down here, and I think it's gonna look so, so pretty. Maybe you can see this one a little bit better, but that combo is just so beautiful. Loving that. Probably my 3 favorite colors in my garden. Pink, purple, and white. If I just had those, I'd be happy, but I love to add other colors too, but these are definitely my favorites. So that is it, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and spray these now that it's getting a little darker outside, and try to get those bugs out of here. I try not to spray, but sometimes these can really take over your petunias, and if you don't, it'll kill them. So I'm gonna do that right now. Thanks so much for watching me polish my garden, and I hope you guys have a chance to polish yours too. We'll see you next time. Bye.